Hello everyone, it's Miriam here at the Paper Wheel Studio. Welcome to my craft room. I want to welcome my new subscribers. I have a new subscriber that joined since my last video. And I just want to welcome her. I believe it was a her. And I should have written a name down and I didn't, so welcome. And those of you who are not subscribed, be sure you subscribe so that you can be entered into a $25 gift card that will happen when I reach my 500 subscriber mark. We're over halfway there, so if everybody shares with at least one person, we're going to get there in no time. So if you really want to get a $25 gift card, and help me grow my subscriber list. I can't do it without you, obviously. And share my videos with others. It is a little darker in the craft room today, but that's because it's dark outside. I do have all my extra lights on. I'm just not getting a lot of lights, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. I have to look at maybe getting some more light as winter moves in. If I film, film when it's cloudy and dark outside. We're here in southern Ohio. We're supposed to get a really nasty rains coming in later tonight into tomorrow, and they've already even changed our trick-or-treat night from Thursday to Friday. So this is my November gratitude journal. I must admit, I got carried away with Halloween, and I had so many things out that I just had to put the brakes on Halloween, pack it all up, and get started so that I would have this finished and ready to go on November 1st. My plan is to have a page that I can write in on a daily basis. It actually has 15 total sheets of paper, which will give me 45 sheets in here. So the others are going to be decorated and maybe just look pretty, while I've numbered down here with an erasable pen, numbered the pages to write on. And what I need for this that we're going to work on today are some numbered clusters. This kit is just beautiful. It is from scrapbookingwithme.com. They have digitals and they have a store, and I purchased things from them. They're very reliable and very rapidly shipping here in the United States. So you might want to check them out. They've had a lot of the 49 and Market stuff well over 50% off. I've gotten some of it, but I've also put myself on a spending freeze. So we got to work with what we've got. Even if I want more things, I'm going to work with what I've got now. I did this a while back, not knowing what I was going to use these for, and when I thought numbers, these are perfect. These are just pieces that I have laid aside to use maybe as a base, or as I've got focal points on some of them do not, and I want to use these, maybe glue where they're coming apart. That was really coming off there. It just peeled right off. Moral of the story is, I'm not going to use that glue stick. Anyway, I'll glue it back on with my liquid glue. It's a kind of a vellum piece, but my liquid glue I refer to lovingly as Collie is Collall adhesive. It is sold in somewhere overseas. I don't know what country. I have no idea what language that is. If you can claim the language or know it, comment below and let me know. It does have the flammable sign, so it is a silicone type based glue. And you wouldn't want to sit around in a very closed up area sniffing it, that's for sure. And hopefully I didn't clog it off to where it's not going to work. So, well, unfortunately, let's see if we can get it flowing here. I left it open yesterday, and unfortunately, I think I clogged it up. So, let me see if I can get my glue flowing here. And we'll get started on these. Some of them already have bases. I did lay a couple pieces out that do not have focal points that I'd like to use as a base. Let me see. I don't think I have this open all the way. So, I struggle with getting my glue open. I discovered something, I think it was yesterday. I also struggle depending on the amount of strength I have for the day. I have a form of muscular dystrophy, and it weakens my muscles. But I still manage to get things done, and I also have a tool in my craft room referred to as helping hands. They're my people around me that can sometimes appear in a video or help me do something off camera. And this little piece I'm using is just a perfect thing to get down on there, slide over it, and open this up so that I can use it. I think I have these open all the way. I'm not sure what my deal is here. See if I can do this. Worked yesterday. It's not wanting to work today to open it up, or the glue's just completely clogged. I think I just might have done it. Yes, there it is. We have glue. All right, so we got that. So let's just start with our little boy here. And what I plan to do is decorate these up with a little bit of something. Maybe a little lace, a little ribbon, maybe nothing on some of them. And I have these lovely number stickers. So we're just going to start random order. I really don't have any plan to do these in any particular order. I've already started on some of the ephemera, and I'll be back tomorrow to finish some of that up. And hopefully I can get this thing going for November 1st. All right, I'm going to just stick my little sticker there. That's my number 1 pumpkin. Let's get this down on my piece here. Some of my bases are just random things that I had that I decided to just pull from and use. And so the idea of a November daily journal is to write some things you're grateful for or some memories that you want to remember, and you can keep it as a gratitude journal, and every day write 3 things that you're grateful for the month of November. If you don't journal, it starts a good journaling practice. Plus, I think gratitude journals are great to have anyway. When you concentrate on things you're grateful for, sometimes the negativity doesn't seem to overwhelm you quite as much. All right, so we got little number 1 dude here. We'll put my pumpkin down. See, I don't think he really needs a lot else, to be quite honest, folks. We want him down here? Yeah. This guy's a little... Nope, I think I want him right up here. It's going to... Nope, doesn't block his face. So we're going to put it down, and I'm going to add a little glue under it. And we're going to do it before we put it on. I thought about doing it later, but no, not going there. Get my dauber, and I'm going to switch over. I've got dried marigold and scattered straw that I'm going to use to attempt to make these just slightly not white. And I think the scattered straw would look really cool here because the kit has a lot of oranges and there's some yellows, and all I'm going to do is just do this. The white will pick it up, the rest of it does not. Perfect. Just put down a little glue on it, and we'll get it down, and number 1 will be done, and we're just going to toss it in the done box. So I don't know how long I'll work today. You know me, I can't seem to get a lot done in one video because I don't like to do long videos. However, if you don't mind hanging out with me today, we'll do some cluster things and talk about clusters. And now, I don't count my base, but I do count the things I add to it. So my little boy is 1 and this is 2, and I like to do odd numbers for clusters. So we do need somewhat of a tiny little label we can add to him. So let me grab some label bits here, and maybe have something in these that's quite small that might work. If not, we'll go for snippety things. Here's something. Let's just, I'm not going to really, here we go. This is just a little piece of, yeah, that's what it is, Miriam. Postage. Reminds me of a postage stamp. Or a postage thing. Once I get going on these, I think they'll go much quicker too. Just getting started is not always an easy thing to do. Trying to change the pad on this, but I've had this one on here through all the Halloween and things, and it doesn't want to come off very easily. So we'll get that off. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're on the East Coast, you're probably going to get some kind of rain, since it's Hurricane Melissa down there hit Jamaica yesterday and is working its way into Cuba sometime, and maybe even into Florida. Though I don't know what the effects are going to be as far as that goes. Let's see, I have a brown little bit that I took off of here. Where did it go? Oh, come on. Where did I put it? Huh. Well, I guess I'm going to have to cross-pollinate because I can't find it. It's probably jumping right out at me right this moment. So we're going to put this was the one I used for Rusty Hinge. I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to use my walnut stain to go around the pieces that I glue down. Some of them may not need it, but we're going to use a little bit of walnut stain on this today. With the cross-pollination, it won't hurt it. By the time I do a few of these, there'll be less Rusty Hinge on here and more walnut stain. So I really like how that came out. So let's get this baby down here, and we'll call one and done. Anybody else going to create a November journal that you can write in or do for gratitude? Let me know if you are. I used a 49 and Market base. You know what? I'm going to put this over here, and I'm just going to fold it around. We don't need the whole sticker here. My glue is a wet glue, so, and that's a heavier piece of paper. If we use the whole thing down here, we're going to cover up his apples, so we don't want to do that. Just holding it for a moment. There we go. And there's, oh, crooked. Miriam, fix your crookedness before it dries completely. There we go. Won't matter because it's going to get glued down anyway. So, one and done. Number 2. Number 2. And I think number 2 is a stampy type image, but we're going to skip number 2 and we're going to go with this image. And where's this is the walnut stain. We're going to go around the whole outside. And we're going to find a label for this one. We can use a slightly bigger label perhaps. I really like how this is doing on here. By the time I get done, it'll all be walnut stain probably, but that's okay. Alright, we got something sticking here. Must have been a piece of my rub-on that didn't quite go down, but that's okay. Let's get our pumpkin. That's actually number 7. Oh well. Doesn't matter as long as we do them all, right? These are old Happy Planner planner stickers that I'm using today. So my heater just kicked off. I'll probably be echoey in my craft room now. or very, very quiet if I don't talk. All right, so now I think we got enough on here to just ink the whole darn thing. Yes, I'm constantly fumbling things, folks, but that's how I craft. Alrighty, so let's get you back up and get little Mr. 7 here something to go on him. Let's see what Mr. 7, I got some that have like a maroon, which I think would look really, really cool. Does Mr. 7 want, probably not more numbers. How about memories? That'll be wonderful. Here, these are the times where you can use these kind of bits that you wouldn't use normally, because you're going to be writing gratitude or memories or something like that in this type of a journal. So they're appropriate. Okay, so let's see here what we can do. Let's kind of, don't really want to, so we're going to put that there and put our number over the top. I get to cover up my pumpkins, but if I'm going to put something on there, that's what I got to do. And we'll consider 2 done. Memories. If I put it up top, it's going to block his, well, let's see here. Memories. I like it down at the bottom better. Hopefully it doesn't take off my rub-on. It's not. And we'll put our old number 7 right there. And there we go. 2 down. And 28 to go. All right, we got this piece here. It's already got something on it. It's already got some words on it. So we're going to probably do, let's just stop. Go ahead and do number 30. And where's my little, get out of my way, Dauber. Dauber. Where'd you go? Come on. Yep. Hiding. And again, I'm just trying to get rid of the white around it. Probably have yellow fingers when I'm done. I'm just going to put that number down. This one seems a little big for this, but that's okay. Goes over the leaf. I don't really care. I need the number on here. And honestly, I think that's all I'm going to add, even because we've got wording. We've got a looks like a feather, but it's a branch, and we've got a number, and we even have an eyelet. So if we don't count the branch, then we've got the eyelet, the number, and the words. And I'm good with that. This could be a page tab over number 30. It could have a little dangly on it. So let's just ink around the edges. And we'll call this one a done one as well. And pretty sure I have a bulb pin up here in this bowl with a safety pin. Perhaps, maybe. There you are, little bulb pin. You get to stay behind. Everybody else goes back to the container. And it's silver. I'm okay with that. Not too worried about it. And I'll get a little charm to put on here of some kind. I probably have something else here nearby. As you can tell, I have a little box of metal goodies, and they're just avalanche. Let's put this somewhere else for now. It's just scraps of material and things that I can use perhaps for cluster bits, pieces of lace maybe. All right, so we got our ball pen and we're looking for a little charm, so we can have 3 done. And we saw a key charm in here somewhere. There you are. It's a longer key, but we got 2 choices. We're going to use the shorter one. Trying to set my material bits over here, and we'll go ahead and do the ball pen if I can make it work today, which might not be the case, but we'll give it a shot. If not, well, I'm not going to try. These are going in the box. Good thing that wasn't anything that we're using. That's what happens in my videos, y'all. It just, things fall to the floor. All right, so we're down to 3. Let's pick out 29. What do we want to use for number 29? I got this grunge bit. This needs a focal point on it, so let's grunge up the number. Guys, I'll be right back. I dropped something and I will be returned momentarily. And we'll get a focal point on here. Okay, sorry about that, you all. I'm back now. And did a little rearranging while I was off camera here. So let me get this little punky glue down. He needed a little more glue. And move a couple of these labels out of my way that I dropped. Okay. This is something I grunged up a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. Multiple videos ago. Before I started Halloween things in October. Okay, so now we got one thing on here. I have a bunch of little words, little tiny ticket stub like things here. I have a stamp roll that's not too far. It's some little pumpkins. Let's see. Maybe we can just get away with a piece of ticket and a label, because I got a lot of labels here. Let's just cut out the one at the top that says pumpkin. And we'll put it down. These work real well on these. And again, I'm trying not to complicate these in any way. Just got, like I said, the bases here that I'm using and working with and making just little number clusters to use in December. You know what? Part of me wants to put that number 28 on the 28th day. So we're going to rethink that one, and we're going to pull another little tickety stub out and see if we can get a different, how about a 10-cent ticket? Perfect. Let's cut the bottom upside down number off of this. So it'll be a partial ticket. We're going to ink it up, and the pumpkin and the 10-cent ticket will be perfect. They'll say pumpkins, 10 cents. Has anyone ever bought a 10-cent pumpkin in your life? I have not. I don't buy actual real pumpkins anymore. I I used to when my son was at home, when we carved pumpkin at Halloween time, but when your son is carving pumpkins with his child, it's a whole different thing, isn't it? Okay, so we got the 10-cent ticket. It fits nicely here. And we can put pumpkin. Let's move the 10-cent ticket up and put the pumpkin right across the bottom. Maybe up a little more. There we go. Give this guy a little glue and that'll be 4 down. And I don't know how long it's been, folks. I actually had to restart my video, so I'll have to combine them. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that. I think I can. I think I can, said the little train as it went up the hill. All right. Got number 29 down. Okay. We're going to pull a random number off here because I'm trying to kind of do these random, no particular order kind of thing. So let's pull one out that already has a focal point. Isn't she pretty? So let's give her a number. And she needs something else on here. Perhaps... what if we cut a bit of our flower and gave her a little tall flower here? Ooh, that would be pretty, wouldn't it? All right, let's see what we're doing here. This leaf doesn't really belong on this flower. It's kind of stuck separately. So we're going to, let's see, cut a flower here. I'll keep the pieces I cut off. Maybe I can use them somewhere else. I just want to cut out the two, I guess they're daisies. And we'll use them probably somewhere else. All right. So now that I have just a single flower here, we'll give her a single large flower that's as tall as she is. So she looks kind of like a little fairy. Oh, looky there. We got another second piece here. Oh, no. It's okay. We'll leave it. So there's 1, 2. See, one of my items already has 2 things on it, so all we need to do there is add us a number. This one already had 1 on it. I'm not counting my bases. I'm just counting the things that are added to the base. Okay, let's see. We got some sticker hanging over here. So let's trim that up. And these are going to be glued down so they don't, as long as you have a base, it doesn't have to be cardstock. This is actually paper, a little bit heavier paper, I believe. And 1, 2, 3, this will be the 5th one done. Okay, let's pull number 28 so we can use up our ticket piece for 28. Now let's see. You know what I think I'm going to do here? If we're going to get 2, I'm going to skip that, 28, and we're just going to, again, cut the bottom off here so I can use it somewhere else. Re-inking my dauber. I haven't brought any laces into these, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I just might not. Just make these all papery bits with numbers, letters, words, extras of some kind. Okay, I like that stamp showing there, so we're going to put you right there, and you're going to be number 28. What number are you on here? Shame I already did number 1. Look at that. We haven't done 2 and 3. I'll look at my ticket roll and see if there's any other numbers on there. All right. I am going to go ahead and ink my edges. Can't see, but that'll prevent that white from sticking out when it's glued down. Oops. Put that back where I had it. The cold glue gives you just a little bit of wiggle room, which I love, but you also have to be patient and let it dry before you slide things around. So we'll leave him there just momentarily. And here is a nice little scarecrow who needs something. Maybe a little fall label. It's kind of tiny, isn't he? I don't think I have anything small enough to go here. But we are going to check out and see if we have another tickety type number or a stamp with a number on it. You know what? I'm going to shorten this a wee bit. If I ink around the edges, it won't really matter, will it? Okay. Oops. You can't cut straight. You get crooked. Okay. You get crooked stuff when you can't cut straight, don't you? What a sigh. All right. I know I have a roll of tickets up here. Here we go. Now let's see if we have anything besides anything with number. There's a 10. Let's use another 10-cent ticket, and we'll use it for number 10. So we'll pull 10 off. And this guy gets to be another 10-cent one, which won't, I'm not worried that I'm using 2 10-cent ones on here. Not a big deal at all. Ink around them. Another little bit there that can be used. And I want to be sure I pull the number 10 off as soon as I finish this one so we don't end up with two 10s. There'll be 2 10s in it, but we don't want to end up with 2 number 10 cards and skip somebody else and run out. So let's see here. Where do we want you? Let's put 10-cent on here first. Ah. Don't have a lot of room to play with here. So, come on, stay down there and don't stick to my finger. There we go. Just get that ticket just on there enough that you can still read the fall label. I think we may not have inked around our little girl, but that's all right. I will make sure they're inked in when I put them down. Alrighty, so pull off number 10. And we have 2, 4, 6. I think I'll go and just get 10 done on film. And then let's pull out one of these guys because these are just beautiful anyway. Okay, I have this little girl. She needs some dinging up of the white, so do we want to use scattered straw or do we want to try the dried marigold? Let's try dried marigold. I don't want to switch my dauber just for one thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and get some on here. And then I'm going to just go around the edges of my doily with it. Just to give my doily some cover without... This is very, what do I want to say, mustardy like yellow. Not as like a straw type yellow. It's more of a orangish yellow, I think. Don't know if you can tell on camera, but looks very mustard colored in person. All right, so now we have this. I just did that for the purpose of my video. I don't keep those stored like that. And now we have this. Let's see what we can do with number 27. We want to make it look different. Yeah, I think we will still use scattered straw around it. And then we need some kind of a nice little label or something here. Let's just put you right. Where do we want you? Let's put you right here. Number 27. Went on just a little crooked, but it's a doily, so that's okay. And we better stick some glue under there because it's not wanting to stick. Probably had glue on my fingers and it stuck to the back, and therefore it doesn't want to stick good to the thing. There we go. Now, do we want to use a different little label since she's slightly bigger? Let's see what I have here. Pretty butterfly too. Nope. You're in the wrong bowl, my dear. Laid it there until it dried. Let's see, we got a big memories. No, way too big. Go back to my little leather box over here and see what we've got. A very large number. Here we go. 953. Or let's see, how about this little ticket piece here? I like it. Oh, and there's a number 25. All by its lonesome. Have we done 25? Nope. You are now number 25. You're going to be number 5. So there we be. Do we have 15? 11, 12, 14, 15. All right. So we're getting somewhere now, aren't we? We'll do number 15 next, and I'm going to do it on one of the bigger ones since it's a bigger number. She's cute now. Perfect. Put her in upside down by the time we add another one. All right, so we got number 15. We got little bits of ones here that I'm just putting down to be sure that I don't make two. So I have this pretty scene here. Let me see which way is the correct way for it to go. There we go. I think I'm just going to add a number to this. Can't cut straight to save my life. There we go. Good enough. We'll ink these other edges and you'll never see them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got one more to do here. We'll do number 25, and that will be the end of the ones I will do on camera for you. Alright, so we're going to put you on here. We don't want to cover up the beautiful tree landscape part, so we'll put you like that. And I just think it might look neat to grunge this up a little on the darker side. Just the lace part. Now I need a teeny weensy little teeny tiny butterfly. So I'll pull from my little tiny drawers nearby. People snippets. See what I might have in the snippet line of things. These are tiny, tiny little labels. Perfect you are. You tiny, tiny little label. You're perfect. Actually, I'll use another one because that has blue around it and I don't really want blue. Here we go. I have something here. What are you? Oh, gee. Here we go. I'm just going to put this right under the number, y'all. And then we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's perfect because traveler, a road. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. So there's number 15 done. And I had a big 25 here. So we're going to do number 25 next. Let's see what you would look good on. Let's do, you're going to be number 3. Let's get one of these that has, yes, a little scarecrow. No, I don't like you on a heart. Let's use you, got 2. And then I'm going to pull from my base over here that I have. And we're going to, I had them cut. These are just pieces of cardstock that I have backed, or not backed, that I have collaged on top of. And I like to use them, it's kind of thick cardstock. It came in the mail, something came in the mail. Freebie cardstock. That's what I consider those cards they send you. So we're just going to put you aside, ink around you, and we'll ink around these guys. And we'll use something with this, or with these two, and we'll be done with it. We already have a focal image, which is going to be our canning jar. So we'll put you there. And since we did not use the 25 pumpkin, I think I'm going to use the plain pumpkin off of the sheet. I'm going to slip this under the jar. Should be able to slip it under there, considering I have, yeah. With the wet glue, it's a lot easier to slip things under. You know, we got a pumpkin on there. That really doesn't need anything else. So I think I'm just going to leave it as is. Kind of violate my own 3 rule here, but that's okay. All right, so there's number 25. Let's pull number 25 off. And I'm going to go ahead and pull number 3 off. Because we're going to use 3 minus 3 to do it. And we're going to cut a piece of the sticker to put across the bottom here. I saw a hair stuck to them. Make sure it's not stuck to the one that's going down, huh? Alright, and this will make over halfway done. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that right over the minus 3 part, so all I have is 1 3 on there. Get some other kind of a sticker label of some kind to put across the bottom. Here's one that says 600 receipts. I think I can keep the 600 and use it for the 6 and put receipts on here. So if you have not subscribed to my videos, be sure that you like and subscribe and share so we can get that 500 subscriber rate up here and get that Amazon gift card that I have given out to somebody. Almost put it on upside down. And we want to call you done. I think we're gonna. All right. And these are just numbers. Let me show you what we've created thus far. We've got number 3. Make room on my mat here. We got number 3. We've got number 1. We have number 7. Number 30. Got quite a few done. 24. Number 29, number 10, 28, 27, 15, 25. These are all ready to go in my journal now. And tomorrow I'm going to finish the rest of these off camera. I will bring them back and I'm going to get them down in the journal, and I'll give you we'll work on the pockets and tags tomorrow on it. And we'll go from there, and perhaps we can get it finished in my next video, because November will be here before we know it, y'all. You guys have a great day, and be sure that you like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye for now.